Flawless Learning. So today's our topic is how can you handle the date and time. Okay, so why work with date and times first? So this analyze time-based trends like sales, attendance, and filter and group by data effectively, because date and time are integral to many data sets. Now helping uncover pattern, trend, and insight. Now SQL provides a robust set of tools for working with date, for simple filtering to complex calculation. Okay, now there is some kind of common operation like extracting specific date or time component, the performing calculation like differences, then formatting output, this kind of thing. Now working with the date and time data types. Okay, so there is a different kind of data types. Now common date and time data types, what is that is date. So it's stored, basically there is a date, so it's stored only the date. Okay, so and then there is time, so it's stored only the time, because suppose there is a date, there's also a date and date time also. Okay, so how can you store only date, and how can you store only the time, and how can you store both? So that's why that this is the data types. There is date which store only the date, there is time which store only the time, and then date time which stores the both. Okay, now choose that one that fits your need, and whether it's only a day, time, or a combination of both with time zone support. Okay, so that's an example that how can you ordered create table, then ordered, and there is a delivery time, this time kind of thing. So I will show you to in the tutorial also. Now first go just focus on the theory, that what is does, how can it work, how can it extract this kind of thing, this kind of command. Then we will go to the MySQL workbench and show you each and every command separately. Okay, now first is extract component using function. Okay, so there is different kind of function to extract the component. There is year, there is month, there is day, hour, minute, and second also. So there is a also example that how can you select order date, that year of our order date as order year, then month of order date as order month, then day of that order date as order day. Okay, so this kind of thing. So that is SQL offers a variety of function to extract specific parts of a date or time. Okay, so for instance, you can easily get the year, month, day, or even the hour and minute from a date time column. Now, date and time calculation. So how can you calculate the date and time? So performing calculation, that is adding and subtracting days. Okay, then there is a example that select order date, and then order date plus interval 7 days are delivery date. Suppose whenever you ordered something in Amazon and in Flipkart, this kind of thing, and they said that okay, this is the order date, and there is a track, right, that order date, then सीप हो गया ये वाला थिंग. ओके, कि ऑर्डर दी हो इस डेट में, देन दिखाते हैं कि शिफ्ट हो गया आपका ऑर्डर, देन दिखाते हैं कि आउट ऑफ डिलीवरी, देन डिलीवर्ड, दिस काइंड ऑफ थिंग, एंड it gives a estimated date, right? So whenever you ordered any kind of thing, then it shows that it estimated days is you get the delivery, you will get the delivery by 20, suppose today is 29 Jan, and तुम आज को से ऑर्डर दी हो और वो दिखा रहा है कि ओके विल गेट दैट डिलीवर्ड बिफोर दैट 6th, 5th, this kind of thing. So how can you calculate this kind of thing? Then calculating differences, right? Then finding time difference. ओके दैट तुम कुछ काम करना स्टार्ट किए हो आज 7 बजे और तुम्हारा खत्म हुआ 9 बजे, ऐसे तो कितना टाइम लगा, द टाइम डिफरेंस, हाउ कैन यू कैलकुलेट in SQL? So that kind of calculation. Okay, so you can perform calculation like adding or subtract days and finding the difference between dates or times. This is useful for tracking duration, deadlines, or interval. Okay, now formatting date and times. Now how can you format the date and time? So date format, there is a different kind of SQL. There is a MySQL and there is also Oracle and PostgreSQL. So I have written here two comment, and I have preferred this because I use that MySQL workbench. So select date format, order date as formatted date. Okay, so whenever when it needed, because suppose क्या होता है ना, कभी कभी जब तुम रिकॉर्ड देख पाओगे तब देखोगे कि हम लोग जैसे जब डेट लिखते हैं, whenever we write the date in our copy, we mention first day, that is today's something like Suppose today's 22nd Feb, so it's 2, then month it's Feb, for Feb is also 2, and then for year 2025, this kind of thing. But whenever the record is came, it not sure that there is also that kind of thing, that they can record it first year, then month, then day. So you change that format, right, according to your need, this kind of thing. So date format and allow you to display dates and time in custom format, making them more user friendly for reports or dashboard. Okay, so there's some example format. See, that's how what I talking about you. Okay, now go to the filtering and grouping by date and time. How can you filter data, basically? So if you watch the previous video, there is filtering and aggregation. I have made a separate video on filtering and aggregation in SQL, right? So there I have already mentioned that between, in, and this kind of operator I have talked. So if you don't watch that kind of video, so please go and watch that part, because each and every video are interrelated to each other. So please make sure that you have watched all the videos. Okay, now filter data also by date and time, that okay, we need that kind of orders where the order date between that you require, there is 1st Jan to 31st Jan, and group by year and month also. Okay, I want that ordered, where total order is what order year by order year की 2009 से अगर है तुम्हारे पास की 2009 में कितना ऑर्डर आए थे, तो बिजनेस पर्पस, राइट? बिकॉज बिजनेस में हम लोगों को ये चेक करना होता है कि हाउ मच वी इम्प्रूव्ड, राइट? सो 2009 में कितना ऑर्डर आए थे, फिर 2010 में कितना ऑर्डर आए थे, दिस काइंड ऑफ थिंग. सो हाउ कैन यू गेट दैट नंबर? Okay, total orders number. So group by year or month. Now time zone and conversation. So basically what it does, handling time zone is crucial for global application. Okay, now functions like convert, tz, this can help as adjust time values to specific time zones. Okay, so basically if you are here in Kolkata, suppose, and there is a one people who are in London, so there is a different time zone, right? So time difference between two so how can you handle that time zone? So that kind of thing. And there is a systematic date or now. This what it retrieves the current system date and time. Okay, if you just write the command the system date or now, so it's return the current time and date. So what's today's date and what's the time, exact the time now, this kind of thing. Okay, now go to the MySQL workbench to demonstrate all the codes in front of you. Okay, so we used here a student database. And why, how can you create a database, how can you create the table, I have already mentioned in the DDL and DML part. So please go to the watch the video and tutorial also. So I have created a table. So how can you check? That's why also I mentioned that just refresh it and see there is under the student database there is a table and there is sales. Okay, now how can you insert the values? So that's also I have told you. So okay, now just I have insert to save your time. Okay, now go to the one by one date handling. Okay, okay, so select order date, year of order date as order year, and year. Okay, so select and let's see. See, just for the first one, that order date is 1st Jan of 2025. So what is the year? It is 2025. What is the month? It is Jan, so 1. And what is the order date is 2. For second Jan is order date is 2. So that's how you can extract, right? Now go to the second date and time calculation. So adding. Okay. So that's how you can comment out. Okay, because calculating difference is not a SQL command, so it throws a error. So just give a hash before the line, and it for comment. Okay, कि no, that's there's if you write that what the comment does, right? हम लोग ये करते हैं ना नोट के टाइम कि ये कमेंट इसके लिए, तो क्या तो सामने जस्ट एक हैशटैग यूज कर दो तो वो हो जाएगा कमेंट. ओके, नाउ adding and subtracting days. So select order date and see delivery date. Now for the first one, check this is 1st Jan, and we interval as 7 days as delivery date. So delivery date is 8. Okay, so 8th Jan, this kind of thing. And now calculating difference. So just take it as differences. See, there is order date and delivery date. Days to deliver it, just 5th Jan minus 1st Jan. So how many days are there? There is 4 days. So days to deliver is 4. Okay, so calculating differences. Now finding time difference. So just select here. What is does that? Okay, there is error code. Student event does not exist. Okay, okay, there is not event. The table name is our. The table name is sales, right? And I hope there is in the table there is no end time and start time, right? Yes, there is only delivery date, order date. Okay, so what we can do here, just finding the difference. There is also time. Yes, there is time also. There is delivery date and order date. Okay, let's check it out. सॉरी, सेल्स तो हम लोग पहले दिन के लिए क्रिएट किए थे ना. ओके, सी, so that's a duration, the delivery date and order date, the time difference. Okay, so that's the duration. Okay, so that kind of thing. And then go for formatting date. ओके, सी, पहले क्या था कि 2025 एंड जो मंथ था वो 01 ऐसा करके था, राइट, इफ यू रिमेम्बर. बट अभी देखो फॉर्मेट चेंज हो गया कि ये मंथ नेम के अनुसार आ गया. एंड ऑल्सो इट्स टू, पहले वो इन द प्रीवियस देयर इज अ फॉर्मेट लाइक पहले ईयर था, ईयर देन मंथ देन डेट, एंड नाउ इट्स फॉर्मेटेड डेट इज अकॉर्डिंग दैट डे मंथ एंड year. So that's what formatted date and date format this comment does. Okay, date format, that's the main comment. Now go to the filtering and group by. This filter data and group by data, right? So comment it out. Now just select this. See, there is order id, then customer, then order date, then delivery, then order time. So this is the if we want that just select all the information like order date, customer, and order date, delivery time, whose order date is between 1st Jan to 31st Jan. See here all the order date is between 10th Jan up to 10th Jan. Okay, so 1st Jan, 10th Jan, that means it's between 1st Jan to 31st Jan. Okay, now group by year and month. I hope they all are in here. All are from 2025. So Okay, so basically its only order year is 2025 because we inserted all the records as the year 2025. But if there is also different records in 2024, this kind of thing, so it shows that okay, that total order is different. Okay, so just practice this once after the tutorial.